Jacob, Mark Medina, Bay Area Newsroom. First off, congratulations. Secondly, with the Draymond grade specifically, what do you think that can do with your overall development, with the relationship you have with him, his obvious expertise in town?
Just knowing that someone also there to push you, not just yourself, but also his love for the game is crazy. You know, it's amazing. Being someone that does a lot of the little things to help this team win. And I pride myself on doing every little small thing to help whatever team I played for in the past help win. So I feel like me just keeping that role, keeping that mindset, I'll be fine.
Anthony Slater with The Athletic. You know, Twitter's kind of crazy where you can go back and see stuff tweeted way back in the past. And I know you in the past have rooted against the Warriors in a lot of situations, as a lot of people around the country I'm sure have. What has it been like, maybe your fandom in the past, watching this dynasty rise and then now being, you know, on the side where you're part of it?
Well, I never rooted against the Warriors. I respect greatness, but just seeing this organization, where they come from the past couple of years, it's amazing. Just the development, the growth, and that's something that you know, how could you not want to be a part of? You know, and also myself, I want to grow and develop as much as I can, and being around these guys, I know it'll just help me reach my potential and reach where I want to go.
High school in Baton Rouge, were you a Pelicans fan?
A little bit.
It's all right, it's okay. You're now a Warriors fan. Yes, Jake.
Hi, Jacob. Jeannie McCauley from the Associated Press. Welcome. Have you signed up for an arena tour to go see the new building you'll be playing in, you know, a year and a half from now or so, over in San Francisco? And how exciting is that? I mean, in terms of joining an organization that's winning and getting a new arena.
Well, I've heard it's supposed to be one of the greatest arenas ever in the sports world. So I mean, I know the fans are gonna bring it. You know, so that's kind of all that matters. They brought it at Oracle. I'm pretty sure they're gonna bring it at the new arena. But I'm definitely excited to see it and play in it.
Hi, Kareth Burke, NBC Sports Bay Area. When you come to a new team, you also set down roots in a community. What are your first impressions of the Bay Area?
The weather is very nice, you know. You know, playing in Cincinnati, you know, there's a lot of cold nights, a lot of cold days. But I got up a little bit, walked around yesterday. It's very nice, relaxed, peaceful, beautiful area, to be honest. It's just a great place to be.
Do we have any more questions? Yes.
Jacob, Connor Letourneau, San Francisco Chronicle. Being a Baton Rouge guy, what's your relationship like with Damian Jones, who's from that area? And is it kind of nice having a familiar face on the team already?
Oh, well, Damian, he was a few years older than me, but I used to watch them play his high school team all the time. And just knowing that there's someone here that's from the same area, same kind of culture, background, it helps you just fit in, relax, be yourself. You know, knowing that you have someone that you can turn to and just hang out with off the floor, or whether it's on the floor. You know, you can just come over and talk to me if I'm having a tough day or something. So it's nice to have a guy from the same city on the same team, especially in the NBA.
Bob, how important is that to have some people around that will help a rookie, you know, get settled and get comfortable in their first season in the NBA?
I think it's huge. I think that being placed in a situation that allows you to grow and is positive, as opposed to being somewhere that's detrimental, it can derail a career. We've seen it many times. So, yeah, obviously it's up to Jacob to see what kind of career he wants to have. But our job as an organization, players, coaches, front office, is to put him in a position to succeed. And we think, like any of us, you're put in a positive environment that's had success, it should bring out the best in you. And we've seen that with a lot of our players. So we're fortunate. Again, he's going to be around so much more than myself is Steve Kerr and his staff of excellent coaches and the players. That's going to be his family, and I know you're going to love it. They will challenge you, but it's a high character group, and I think you're going to love being a part of it.
Monty.
Monty Bull, NBC Sports Bay Area. Jacob, most of us have played basketball, and as we grow up as kids, there's certain guys, players that we watched, 10, 11, 12 years old, maybe you see guys you enjoy watching. Who were your favorite players when you were a youngster, and who are your favorite players today?
Growing up, I watched a lot of Kobe Bryant, just because he was dominating the NBA around that time. But going through high school, you watch Kevin Durant, Steph, of course, even when he was in college. Clay developed a great NBA career, great shooter. Just a lot of guys. I try to take a lot of things from different players and just try to add it to my game. Try not to be just a one-dimensional player. Try to be able to do a lot of different things on the basketball court. So I watch a lot of different guys in the NBA and just try to add to my game.
Jacob, Jeannie from AP, along those lines, I mean, we're a little bit spoiled to watch Kevin and Steph shoot right on this court every day, and Clay over here. Has it really sunk in that those are your teammates now? And how excited are you to kind of watch and learn from them, and maybe even jump in on one of those shooting contests?
Well, I'm very excited. Like you said, they're great shooters, so I'm pretty sure I can learn a thing or two from them to help me shoot the ball better, or as well as them. But just knowing that the knowledge that they have, just try to pick their brains every day, whether it's on the court or off the court, to see how they carry themselves as multiple NBA champions. Just try to help myself develop.
Let's go over here to Logan. Logan Murdoch, Barry News Group. Back to Draymond, how did that conversation specifically set the tone for what's expected of you and going forward through this season and beyond?
Oh, just expecting, just come in and work hard. That's what I do. I work my butt off, work on my game every day, and just try to develop and grow as a player every day. And knowing that other guys are going to challenge me, and challenge myself, just learn from them every day is just going to help me be a good player in the league.
RC Davis, Warriors Radio, Warriors Sound. When did you realize that the NBA was an achievable goal? Was it AAU? Was it your first or second year at Cincinnati? When did you realize I can make the NBA?
Well, first it was just about making it to college. Wasn't really like ranked high or anything, so I just tried to just be as good as I could be. So I got to college, and I want to say my freshman and sophomore year is kind of when I saw that I have a chance to play in the NBA, and I just worked really hard as I've done since day one, and that's allowed me to be here in this situation, sitting here being a member of the Golden State Warriors.
If I remember, Cincinnati's coaching staff spotted you at an AAU tournament late in the process, and you got on board with them. But no player gets to this spot, getting right here without support from family and friends. What did they do to help you get here?
My mom, just watching her work really hard. 3 kids, a single parent. It was tough, but she never told me I had to work hard for what I want. I saw it. She just showed it every day, going to work, coming home late, having to miss some of my basketball games, miss me from practice. And my brother, DeMarcus, he sacrificed almost the majority of his life just to help raising me, whether it's picking me up from school, taking me to school, getting me from practice, making sure I wasn't acting up in school, and making sure I was respectful to my mom and everything. So their support has been a major key for me to getting here, and I could never pay them back as much as I want to, but they know that I love them dearly.
Grant Combs and Roosevelt Democrat. It seems for a young player, a young shooter, it might be tough not to be overly deferential to Curry, Durant, Thompson. Tough to be aggressive. Why won't this be an issue for Jacob?
I hope it isn't an issue. The nice thing about those guys is I think that they enjoy the mentoring at this point in their career. So I've seen them interact with, whether it's Jordan Bell last year, or McCaw, Damian. I mean, they actually get great satisfaction of seeing young guys develop. They've made their mark in the NBA, most of our players now, whether it's financially or individual accolades or team success. So I think they find joy in seeing young guys, and somebody mentored them, and they're reaching the stage in their career where they're going to be able to mentor somebody. And the first time he turns down a shot, they're going to tell him, shoot the ball. So it takes time, but I'm sure in Jacob's life he's had to find confidence, whether it's proving you can play in college, proving you can play in high school. It's the same in the NBA. It's a pathway to it. But like I said, here he'll get to learn from some of the best, and that's worth a lot.
Let's go back out to Monty Poole.
Jacob, most of us have seen the before and after picture of you when you got to Cincinnati, and then the way your body looked after 2 years. Simple question: how did you do that?
Well, for one, I got with my strength coach, Mike Rayfield, and I told him that I want to change my body. He told me the first thing you got to do is change your diet. So he cut out sodas, juices, a lot of the high sugar things, no fried foods. Try to eat more vegetables and fruits. So I just tried to make a plan for myself and just stick to it. I knew I was dedicated to becoming the best basketball player I could be. I knew the weight room in my body would help. So just going in every day with a positive mindset, whether I knew it was going to be a tough day in the weight room, just knowing that eventually it'll pay off.
Let's go back over to Connor.
Jacob, what kind of went into the decision to declare for the draft, and what was that process like for you?
Well, I went home, after we lost in the second round of the tournament, being a competitor, I didn't want to go out like that, but sitting with my family, talking about it, we knew this was the best decision for me. Then I got right out to Vegas and got to work preparing for the combine and preparing for these workouts and hopefully hit my name on draft night.
Yeah, Jason Applebaum, KTV Fox 2. Jacob, what's an obstacle maybe that you had to overcome to get to this point in your life?
In 2016, there was a massive flood in Baton Rouge. A lot of my family and friends, they kind of just lost everything. It was in August, and I was actually at home around that time with one of my friends, and having to leave his house and walk through water for like 2 miles. That kind of set it in that you could lose everything in literally a couple of minutes. So just knowing that I don't take this game for granted. I'm blessed to be able to have the body I have and to play the game that I love, especially at a high level. So that was a mental step for me, just to overcome that, seeing the devastation around the whole city of Baton Rouge. Just kind of pushed me a little harder.
Do you see potentially it's interesting, this is obviously a defending championship team, but they've talked about how they need the guy they draft to come in and play right away. Do you see a path right away to playing time? And then I'm curious how you think you might fit in offensively. Everyone talks about your defensive polish, but where do you think you can fit in offensively?
On the offensive end, you see them move the ball. They just play basketball, read and react. If you're open, you shoot it. If you're not, you can pass it, drive it, try to create another shot. And that's why I feel like helps me on the offensive end, being able to do different things, not just being like a catch and shoot guy, but just trying to break down the defense, get another shot, rather set the screen to get someone else open. Just every little thing in this offense, because all the guys are interchangeable. So I feel like just being versatile on offense will help me.
Next up, Mark.
Hey Jacob, the Warriors have praised your basketball IQ a lot. I was wondering if you could take us through what the process you took growing up as a player to really formulate that, and how you think it applies your rookie season with the Warriors.
Just growing up, I just tried to learn as much as I can about the game. I feel like you're the smartest person on the court, you're the most dangerous person. And then it got to a point where everyone's athletic, so it's kind of like you got to use your brain more than your physical abilities. So I just tried to learn the game, whether it's from coaches at a camp or other guys in the NBA or that I watched play growing up. It's just also watching a lot of film. So just trying to learn as much as about the game to help my game. I feel like helps me.
Is there one thing that you know you can get better at?
I would say shooting. Yeah, of course, you see Steph and Clay and Kevin Durant, they're 3 of the greatest shooters in the NBA, so seeing them every day at practice, that's something that you got to work on.
The back.
Yama Hazir, Crown 4 News. Jacob, welcome to the Bay. First of all, you're kind of in an unusual position for a rookie, joining a team that's won back-to-back titles, likely the favorites to win it all again. What's the mindset as a rookie joining a team that's had this much success?
Just to come in, work hard, just try to get those minutes and try to contribute in the minutes that you do get. But just coming in, working hard, working your butt off every day. You want to hopefully bring back another championship that they've done past 2 years. So I feel like just come in, be myself, and just work really hard.
Let's get RC.
How did Coach Cronin prepare you to get to this stage?
Just
anything specific? Anything specific that he at one point in college said, if you want to get to the next level, you're going to have to do X, Y, Z?
Being able to guard, just being able to guard different positions also. So the type of defense we play, we switch a lot. So just learning the different defensive rotations, different schemes, and also just learning a lot about the game. You know, you can't expect to play in a league where you don't really watch much or know much about it. So just knowing the ins and outs of the game or how it goes is going to help me be an NBA player.
Our final question I'm going to give to Bob. Bob, looks like another busy summer league just about ready to begin.
Yeah, well, when you have a workout the day of the parade, I guess that kind of says what the deal is, which...
Good problems.
I guess, but you'd like to stop for 1 second. Yeah, here we go. Draft was Thursday, and now we have free agency Saturday night, so all he needs to worry about is play basketball. Just play well, work hard.
Thanks to Bob and Jacob and all of you for your questions. Here's what we're going to break down and do now. We're going to have a photo op with his first and hopefully the only jersey he'll wear in the NBA, that of the Warriors, and also then we're going to break it down into group sessions. Jacob will stay here on stage and Bob will go off to the side. So once again, thank you all for coming out today and congratulations. Welcome to the Golden State Warriors.